All right, guys, let's talk about this next block of training, Surtr, I guess second phase, 4-week block, okay? And you're gonna see some things carried forward from this last block of training and some things are gonna change, all right? So one thing that's gonna stay the same is we're gonna keep our strength on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, conditioning Tuesday, Thursday, along with our pull-up work, okay? But the strength session is gonna change a little bit. We're gonna have 2 different designs of the strength. Session 1 is gonna be our bench, our squat, buns and guns, so you have that upper body hypertrophy with a glute work, and a single mode finisher, just short, fast, hard. Not always single mode, sometimes it may be an exercise, but it's gonna be like a 2-minute, just like bam, get it done, get breathing heavy, kind of wrap up the session. The second strength session will be continuing with the cleans if you want to do cleans, but instead of the RDLs for those who are not interested, we're gonna progress into heavy swings, okay? So still hamstring dominant type work. You'll have that, we'll have military press followed by some back work, buns and guns again, and then core instead of a finisher. Okay, and those are gonna alternate. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On week 1, you got bench squat. Wednesday, you're gonna have that clean / military press. Friday, we're gonna have bench squat again, and the following week, it'll be the opposite. Cleans, bench squat, cleans again, okay? We're gonna visit each session twice at the prescribed loading. So we're gonna start off at 80%. So on week 1, Monday is at 80% and Friday is at 80% for your bench and squat. The difference is Monday is gonna be 2 reps in reserve. So we've been doing 3 reps in reserve for a while. If you're unsure what that is, 1 continuous set, all right? Unbroken until it burns. That will be 3 reps in reserve. Do 1 more, that's 2 reps in reserve. If you're gonna do 2 more, now we're at 1 rep in reserve, okay? So once you get that feeling, that sensation of like bar slowing down, this is getting hard, it's starting to burn, +1 will be 2 reps in reserve, +2 more will be 1 reps in reserve, or 1 rep in reserve, I should say. Similar concept to what we did last time, just no tracking. So you're not trying to like record a number, meet or beat. You're just using that perceived exertion for every set, every round, okay? Let's see. Okay, so Tuesday, Thursday, we're gonna start the front half of the block once again with some pull-up work. Now we've already seen good success with this. We've had females in the gym not only get their first pull-up, but knock out 2 their first try, just after 4 weeks of this. So hopefully after this next block, we'll see a lot of females get their first pull-up, okay? Same idea where we're gonna be working through 3 different exercises, roughly 3 rounds each, but the exercises are different. They've kind of progressed, kind of gotten a little more difficult, okay? All of the body weight exercises, like the pull-up progression stuff, we're gonna have you work to 2 reps in reserve. Go until it burns with no pause, and then do 1 more. That's because there's such a variance in the ability in regards to pull-ups. So someone like myself who can do over 20 pull-ups, and then someone who is maybe trying to get their first pull-up, I can't just arbitrarily assign 8x or 10x or 12x or whatever it may be. I want you to go up into that threshold where it's like, hey, this is starting to burn, I'm slowing down, I may not be able to get the full range of motion, and then do 1 additional rep. We're gonna call that 2 reps in reserve, all right? All our kind of regular exercises throughout this block that are not body weight or not specific to the progression, we're just gonna assign a volume, so 8, 10, 12, something like that. Those will progress over time, okay? For our work capacity, we're gonna continue with either your threshold work or general work capacity. So Evan designed a couple of general work capacities that we'll be working through Tuesday, Thursday, in the back half of the session. If you've been doing the threshold and you're still hanging on to it, now mind you, the threshold protocols are not exciting, but they are by far the most effective, okay? We're gonna kind of split that up a little bit now where it's gonna be on Tuesday, longer in duration, and it's gonna be just below your average power. And then Thursday is gonna be significantly shorter, but just above your average power. So we'll be in that 100 up to 105, 110, 115. We're gonna continue to progress up in that, okay? 4 weeks long, all right? We will be progressing our loading as we work through this with strength. So we're gonna start off at 80%, then we're gonna go to 85%, then we're gonna go to 90%, okay, of your assessed loading. All right, in regards to our cleans and swings, you're gonna see our cleans be initially in a 5x2 format. Previously, they were like a 4x3 or 5x3. And then we're gonna progress into an 8x1. So the idea is that you're gonna start to get heavier and heavier as you move through this. Our swings will progress in volume as well. So kind of a quick overview of the second phase. We're unsure if we're rolling to a 3rd phase or just go testing right after this. We're kind of gonna monitor you guys as athletes and see how you feel. And if everyone's kind of looking like they're kind of ready for a change, then we might end up just moving into a new phase. If everyone seems pretty eager to kind of hang on for a third block, working at 90, 95, and then maybe even 95+% of your assessed loading, we may do a third one. But we're going to kind of check and see how everyone's looking. If you got questions, you can respond in the comments. You can hit me up directly via email, jake@atomic-athlete.com, and we will get back to you. All right, guys, train hard, stay safe.